हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू द यूट्यूब चैनल अगेन दी ओशन ऑफ नॉलेज। आज हम आ चुके हैं एक और नई वीडियो के साथ। डिस्कस करेंगे मेरा ओरेकल इंटरव्यू एक्सपीरियंस। दोज हु आर वाचिंग द वीडियोज रेगुलरली दे माइट बी नोइंग कि मैंने ओरेकल का जो मेरा इंटरव्यू था उसका थर्ड राउंड का जो प्रॉब्लम था उसका सोल्यूशन वी हैव ऑलरेडी अपलोडेड ऑन द चैनल एंड इट इज ऑल्सो द मोस्ट व्यूड वीडियो ऑफ अवर चैनल। बट देर वर कपल ऑफ कमेंट्स एज वेल। मेरे कुछ दोस्तों ने भी मुझसे बोला था, कुछ जूनियर्स ने भी बोला था कि why don't you cover the complete interview experience of yours. So I thought why not to give it a shot so that this video might result or might get helpful to someone who is in the need, whether it can be another candidate in the another part of the country, कोई जूनियर है मेरे कॉलेज से, कोई मतलब कोई भी फ्रेंड है, किसी को भी ये यूजफुल हो सकता है। सो आई थॉट या let's start the video. So first of all, I will be trying to cover the answer of some questions. So yeah, let's start. First one is that what was the role? So currently I am in Nirma University. So Oracle came always every year it comes for the campus interview to select the candidates. So the role was of applications developer. Role was of applications developer. So दोज हु आर नॉट अवेयर, मोटा मोटा ऊपर से बता दूं तो मेनली जावा के रिलेटेड काम होता है। मतलब एकदम अच्छा रोल है क्योंकि जावा जिस दोज हु आर नोइंग इट्स द माइक्रो सर्विस आर्किटेक्चर, स्प्रिंग बूट, एवरीथिंग एट इट्स पीक राइट नाउ। सो एप्लीकेशन डेवलपर का रोल था। पैकेज क्या ऑफर था? पैकेज वॉज 21 LPA, out of which 15 was base and 6 was in form of the shares and everything. 15 was base. Location, if I talk, location was Gandhinagar, Gift City. See, package, role, location, everything might vary as per your college that you are studying, because every company offers variable packages. If Oracle is going into IIT, NIT, the package will be way higher. If it is going into some very good private colleges like BITS, triple ITs, package will be also different, it will be higher. So please don't compare anything likewise, because everything matters as per your college. And if you are applying off campus, then it will be same for everyone. But if it is in campus, then it will be, it means everything will be variable, it won't be static or following some standard procedure. Okay, so what's the interview pattern? See, every company follows some pattern of interviews. So for Oracle, it is like three technical rounds and one HR round. So three technical rounds are like 1, 2 and 3. So you have to clear all of them successively. If you are clearing first round, then you will be forwarded to second. If you are clearing second round, then you will be forwarded to third. And if you are clearing third round, then you will be finally given a chance to appear for the HR round, human resource round. So yeah, this was some questions that I asked. And next, what are the topics that are being asked in an interview? Now see, if you are a fresher or if you are in a second year or if you are in third year, every company has some standard set of topics that they ask. For example, if I talk about computer science, for example, so computer science एक बहुत वास्ट फील्ड है और उसमें बहुत सारे टॉपिक्स आ सकते हैं। वेब डेवलपमेंट आ सकता है, ब्लॉकचेन आ सकता है, साइबर सिक्योरिटी आ सकता है, बिग डेटा वगैरह आ सकता है। ये सब हो गए बड़े बड़े डोमेन्स। बाद में आपके जो भी सारे लोकल सब्जेक्ट्स होते हैं दैट यू स्टडी इन योर करिकुलम, दे माइट ऑल्सो बी आस्क्ड। देन apart from that, your resume is already there. System design, किसी का अगर लक खराब चल रहा है तो सिस्टम डिजाइन आ गया इंटरव्यू में। एवरीथिंग कैन बी आस्क्ड. सो सी, इट्स नॉट अ स्पेसिफिक, मीन्स इट्स लाइक सब नहीं पूछते, मतलब देयर इज सम सर्टेन सबसेट. So if I talk about our college, so topics that were mainly asked was, if I talk about CS fundamentals, then DBMS was there, OOP, object oriented programming. DBMS and OOP were must, and DBMS means SQL query, everything. Apart from that, your resume, see, one should be aware about each and every line that he has written into his or her resume. Third thing is that they ask is puzzles. and the core of every computer science interview, DSA, or he would also say problem solving. So these are the four major things that are being asked into the interview for our college, or I would say one or two colleges of Gujarat as well, because this is the standard set that they follow. See, now level of DSA problem solving, everything might vary as per the interview that you are getting, but मोटा मोटा यही स्ट्रक्चर रहेगा, क्योंकि DBMS Oracle itself company is based on cloud and databases, so DBMS is must. Object oriented programming, if company is coming for the role of Java, then object oriented programming is must. Resume, because it's your identity throughout the interview. Puzzles and DSA problem solving. So this is the blueprint that is generally followed throughout the 3 rounds of the interview. Yes, so now let us move forward. Round 1. So what I was being asked in round 1, let us cover it in detail. So if I say round 1 was the lengthiest round or the most time consuming round of mine, it was around 1.5 hours, and the interviewer was very good, because sometimes your smoothness, or I would say the flow of interview, might also depend on the interviewer as well, that what kind of interviewer you are getting. So for round 1, interviewer was very good, very supportive. He was giving good time to you all, means to all the candidates who was assigned under his interview. So the first thing that he asked me was OOP questions, object oriented programming questions. Now what he asked me in that, inheritance. सी सबसे पहले तो कोई भी अगर ओओपी का इंटरव्यू होगा ना, मतलब स्टार्ट करेंगे तो वही पूछेंगे कि एक्सप्लेन 4 पिलर्स ऑफ ओओपी. सो आई टोल्ड देम what are the 4 pillars. Then the next question was inheritance. Explain me what is inheritance. I explained to the interview, मोटा मोटा ऊपर ऊपर से बता दिया inheritance क्या होता है. फिर he gave me some code snippets, means he wrote them in front of me only on the pen and paper, code snippets. And let me tell you, the Oracle interviews are on pen and paper. You won't be given any system and all that. You will be supposed to explain your approach, everything on the pen and paper. If they also ask you, you have to write the code as well on the paper. So he created the code snippets and explained me that what will be the output, where there will be any error or not. If there will be error, what kind of error, what will be the reason of the error, everything. So if I want to tell what was the level of the OOP, I would say it was moderate. अगर किसी बंदे ने ठीक से OOP पढ़ा है टाइम देके, कुछ एग्जाम्पल स्टडी किए है कोड के, then he would be able to answer. It was not that complex. I would say 1 or 2 questions were good, but I was quite prepared, because OOP, as far as inheritance is concerned, I practiced, or I went through so many examples on GFG, and also I used to take help of ChatGPT as well to give me some complex examples or code snippets of this topic. So I was prepared as far as OP concerned. Then it was good. So next part that was being asked was DSA. Now this was the most time consuming part of the interview. Why? Because in DSA, first he gave me a question. What was the question? I was given an array which was containing some numbers: 7, 9, 100, 11, 94, 98, like this. Number can be of 2 digit, 3 digit, 4 digit, any of them. I was supposed to arrange the numbers internally so that the final resultant number, or if I explain with an example which is right over here, so I have to arrange this so that resultant number is greatest possible. This was the problem definition. See, it is very simple. Means question is very simple, but approach is quite tough. Question to understand is simple. So these are the numbers. I have to arrange them in such a way that after combining, for example, answer for this will be 9, 98, 94, 7, 1100. So these are the numbers after arrangement. Now see, if you use them and create a number line wise, 9, 9, 8, 9, 4, 7, 1100. This is the largest number possible after arranging all the numbers. So see, 98 you can keep over second place, third place, anywhere you want to keep. So we have to arrange all the numbers in such a way that the resultant number after combining all of them as it is should be greatest possible. So initially the problem, and problem I would say is not that easy. Problem was quite tough, and the problem was that I was facing this problem for the first time. This kind of problem I would say for the first time. Sometimes you may relate that such kind of problem or similar problem I have gone through before, but this was something that directly I was encountering for the first time in the interview, and it was also in Oracle. So you are under very pressure. So interviewer gave me sufficient time. Initially I gave him an approach which was some sort of brute force like of brute force, but it was half kind of approach. It was not complete because the test case that he gave me was like this, and there were only 1 and 2 digit numbers. So I thought there will be only 1 and 2 digit numbers into the array. But then he gave me another test case and I said, sir, sorry sir, I didn't understood the question. I thought there will be only 1 and 2 digit numbers only, but he said no worries, you take the time. So this is something like a luck, because if you are getting such a supporting interviewer, then it can be considered as my mistake as well, because I didn't ask the question about that, sir, what is another test case and everything constraint. So one learning that I got, ask everything. If you are feeling confusion or if you are thinking that I am not able to get this particular part of the question completely, then you can ask the interviewer. It's very normal. So that was wrong, or I would say incomplete. So he gave me time. Then I came up with the approach, which was like a custom comparator function. Custom comparator function while sorting. Those who are not aware, I have created the video as well about this. So basically, see, firstly the number starting with the 9 will be coming on the first, but apart from that, this is single 9, 98, 94. So here 9 is coming for the first. So what's the logic? If for the similar number, keep comparing. For example, if this is the case, 9 is there and another is 9997 and 998. This is the case. Then one might be thinking the largest number will come for the first, but no, 9 will be coming first, 998 and then 997. So I thought if this is the first number, then keep comparing till all the digits, and if this is a single digit, then compare it with the whole number like this. 9 is the same, okay, same here, same here, same. Let me change the color. This is also, if this is the last digit, then make it as it is and comparing with the whole number. So here last digit is 8, this is 7. So this will be the first candidate. Obviously this is the first, 9, then 998 and then 997. So this was the approach that I gave him, and he was quite satisfied with the approach. And I took a quite good amount of time. So I asked him to write some pseudocode, whether you want any pseudocode, sir. But he said no worries, no, I don't want pseudocode, I was just interested with the approach and you gave the correct approach. So that was the first problem. Another problem that I was being assigned of DSC was related to tree, but this was an easier problem if you have solved if you have some sufficient practice of tree problems. The problem was something related to level order traversal. This was a slight variant of level order traversal as well. So if one is aware about breadth first search, then he or she can easily go with the problem and he or she can easily solve the problem. So this was my DSA part of the interview. Then comes the SQL query that the interviewer asked me. SQL query. See, this was something that I was like, I'm done with the interview. I won't be selected. So one is the table was like employee ID and manager ID. So it was like just a second, what was it? I also forgot. So yes, for example, if one is the employee ID, then 3 is his manager ID. See, manager also be an employee, will be also an employee. So 3, his manager is 2, 2's manager is 5, manager of 5 is 4, and manager of 4 is 6. So this was the table given to me by the interviewer, and he asked me that give me the complete hierarchy. So for example, starting from the first itself. So okay, and let me give another case as well. 7's manager is 1. So okay, so first he told me that first manager ID is 3. So return 3, then check for the manager of 3. Who is the manager of 3? It's 2. So return 2. Who is the manager of 2? It's 5. Who is the manager of 5? 4. Who is the manager of 4? It's 6. So I was supposed to return this thing as an answer by writing an SQL query. So I was like, okay, I tried. I thought that after by brainstorming for some couple of minutes, I will get an approach, but this was something like an query. For example, if you are getting a match over here, 3 if you are getting, then you have to search another field with respect to the previous value that you have got over, which is 3 in this case. You are matching it with 2, then next value you are matching for the 5. See, SQL query, when you are writing, you just write the standard things that give me the name of the student whose name is this, ID is this. But here, after getting one ID, you are updating the requirement for the second tuple or that you are searching for. So I was not able to, I am telling honestly, I was not able to solve this. But the interviewer told me that, okay, don't worry if you are not able to solve, because he was, by his expression, I was also getting to know that this is something that he gave me which was very tough. So he told me that don't worry, solve this using any language that you are comfortable. So I said, sir, is C++ okay? So he said, yeah, I don't have any problem. So I just solved it using a C++, and because see, in C++ it's just a matching. You take a 2-dimensional array and keep on matching for the for loop. And he also gave me some optimizations to do that. Don't use extra space and all that. So I managed it to do using STL, which was quite normal. I would not say it was easy, but it was not that difficult as well for me to cover into the interview. So yeah, this was the part of the first round. It was around 1.5 hours, and after completion of the round, I was having some mixed ideas and reviews for myself. That for one problem I did a blunder, that I gave him a half approach. But apart from that, the interview was quite smooth because the interviewer was good. So I was also confused that what will be the result of the interview, whether I will be selected or not. But luckily I was selected for the second round, and let's cover my experience about the second round. So what was covered into the second round? Let's talk. See, sometimes people make a mistake of judging an interviewer. See, I was also not aware because some interviewers give their introduction, some don't give. So in my first round, interviewer didn't provide any introduction of him, but he was an application developer in Oracle for past 12 years. सी अगर कोई बंदा आपका इंटरव्यू ले रहा है जो कि पिछले 12 साल से इसी फील्ड में है, तो he will be so much knowledgeable, so much confident about this field, his concept. So the thing that I got to know later is that never try to manipulate or try to bluff. मतलब जो पता है वो ही बोलो, ज़्यादा फेंकने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि if you will bluff then eventually the interviewer will catch you within 1 or 2 questions only. Because see, if a person is working for past 12 years in a company like Oracle, his knowledge will be top notch. मतलब वो बंदा पकड़ लेगा कि आप फेंक रहे हो, आपको पता नहीं है इतना. So it's okay to say no, because one of my friend was asked system design in the interview, but he simply told, with respect sir, I am not aware about the concept because it's not something that we are being taught on a fresher level, or it's quite tough. So then also he was selected as an application developer in the interview. So ये नहीं है कि अगर आपको नहीं आता है तो आपको नहीं ही लेंगे, डिपेंड करता है आपको क्या नहीं आता है. अभी आपको ये सिंपल ओरेकल के ओओपी के क्वेश्चन नहीं आएंगे तो फिर आप रिजेक्टेड ही हो. सो इट डिपेंड्स, बट इट्स ओके टू से नो. ओके, बढ़ते हैं सेकेंड राउंड की ओर. सेकेंड राउंड में जो इंटरव्यू था वो दैट आई चेक्ड हिम आफ्टर द ऑन लिंक्डइन दैट he was a quite experienced engineer. He had an experience of 7 years in Samsung, and then he was in Oracle for past 8 years. See, combined experience of 15 years. If a person is taking your interview who is having 15 years of experience, as I told, फेंकना नहीं इन लोगों के सामने, पकड़ लेंगे 2 ही सवाल में कि आप फेंक रहे हो, आपको इतना कुछ पता नहीं है इसके बारे में. Okay, so this was the case. So what was the things that was being asked to me second round? It was complete DSA round, I would say. As I told, depends on the interviewer. It was complete DSA round. First question was based on recursion. Those who are aware about recursion, there is a certain type of recursion: take, not take recursion. So this was the question. But before that, a normal, I would say, greedy question was there of robot. If plus is there, then robot will move on right side. If and on every operation the speed will get double, and if minus is there, the direction will be reversed and speed will become 1 again. So this was the main thing. So initially this question was based on greedy approach. Problem definition was same for both the problems, and in next question it was reverse. Initially I was given the string of plus, minus, plus, plus, and similar to that, and final location was asked to me. Final location I was supposed to find. In the next question I was given the location and I was supposed to derive the string. So it can be done by only recursion, because we have to try each and every possibility, that how each and every possibility we have to explore each and every possibility. So this was for first 2 problems. Then interviewer gave me a tree problem, which was also something related to level loaded traversal. And the question was, if those who have done sufficient practice, they will be knowing that there is a problem named burning a tree. Burning a tree. It was a variant of that, and one has to find the farthest node. Farthest node. So this is the problem that was, this was the approach. So second round of my interview was quite relatively straightforward. So this was the another question. And then another problem was something related to, I would say, implementation. Not implementation, but map. Consider it as a hash map problem. हैशमैप प्रॉब्लम। अभी क्या था इसमें, इसमें मुझे कुछ शॉपिंग वेबसाइट के लॉगिंग एक्टिविटी जो होती है, शॉपिंग वेबसाइट में जो भी लॉग्स होते हैं ना, उसके रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन पूछा था। और इफ यू हैव डन significant practice of map, then you will be easily able to solve this. But the approach that I initially gave was quite expensive, means from the point of view of computation. So he asked me to optimize the approach, and I was able to optimize the approach because by modifying the key storage, because initially I was storing so many keys for some certain respect of the timestamp that was giving into the logging data set, or logging data. But then I modified, because the question was asked me that return all the logs for the past 1000 seconds. So मैंने कुछ modification किया था, optimize किया था, और काफ़ी कम data, I was storing quite less amount of data. So it was the most optimized approach that interviewer told me. And yes, another thing I would like to share about this interview, that I was using an pen. See, मैं भी वो 2-3 रुपए का जो ब्लू ढक्कन वाला पेन आता है वही यूज करता हूँ, बट ऑन दैट इंटरव्यू आई वॉज कैरिंग अ गुड पेन। बोल देता हूँ 40 रुपए का पेन था भाई, ऑनेस्टली बोल देते, बट इट वॉज लाइक अ ट्राइमेक्स जो पेन आता ना उसके जैसा उसका डिजाइन था। It was black in color and it was quite rich. If you write with this pen, the experience of the writer will be quite rich. तो उससे अच्छा experience आ रहा था writing में. So the interviewer told me that this pen that you are using is fantastic, because when he came to give me the definition for this tree problem, he was not carrying his own pen because he forgot his pen on the table. So उसने सीधा बोल दिया कि भाई ये जो आप पेन यूज कर रहे हो वो काफी अच्छा है. So his main motive was that such, he told me as well that such small things create an impression. He told me कि ये जो आप छोटी छोटी चीजें यूज करते हो इससे आपका अच्छा इम्पैक्ट पड़ता है ड्यूरिंग द इंटरव्यू. सो इट्स माई सजेशन दैट एटलीस्ट बाय अ पेन और डू सम इन्वेस्टमेंट ऑफ 30-40 रुपीज फॉर योर इंटरव्यू ओनली. अदरवाइज मैं भी वही यूज करता हूँ जो साइनोसॉफ्टेक वगैरह पेन आते 2-3 रुपए के. सो यस, दिस वॉज माई सेकेंड राउंड. नेक्स्ट थर्ड राउंड. आई वॉज क्वाइट लकी कि इंटरव्यूअर ने मुझे इंटरव्यू में बोल दिया था कि आपका इंटरव्यू अच्छा है, यू आर क्वाइट क्लियर विथ योर कॉन्सेप्ट. सो आई एम sending you for the third round. Third round was the final technical round, and the interviewer was asking some 3 to 4 questions. Means he used to ask in the batch. So first batch he asked questions that he will be that a date will be given to you and days. You have to result final date after given number of days. For example, after given days. मैंने बोल दिया कि 15 जनवरी की तारीख है और 35 दिन आप ऐड कर दो या 32, मतलब सम ऑड नंबर, मींस सम क्वाइट वियर्ड नंबर ही विल बी गिविंग एंड ही विल बी टेलिंग यू व्हाट विल द फाइनल डेट. सो दिस इज समथिंग रिलेटेड टू इंप्लीमेंटेशन. सो आप थोड़ा करोगे तो हो जाएगा. सेकेंड क्वेश्चन वाज टू सॉल्व सुडोकू. दिस वन इज वेरी डेंजरस. सॉल्व सुडोकू विदाउट रिकर्शन. अभी ये तो मुझे भी नहीं पता क्योंकि मैं जब गया था मेरी बैच में ये सवाल नहीं था. मेरे पहले आधे पौने घंटे जो लोग पहले गए थे उनको ये सवाल था, मुझे ये सवाल नहीं आता था. सो दिस विदाउट रिकर्जन. टू मी द क्वेश्चन was to check Sudoku and the condition was that I can only traverse single cell of Sudoku once. अगर मैं पर्टिकुलर पोजीशन से गया फिर मैं वहां फिर से नहीं जा सकता हूं. सो आई हैव कवर्ड दिस प्रॉब्लम इन डिटेल ऑन द चैनल. सो इफ यू आर इंटरेस्टेड यू कैन चेक दिस आउट. सो आई सॉल्व दिस प्रॉब्लम विद इन 10 minutes बिकॉज आई इनिशियली गॉट दैट हैशमैप यूज होने वाला है इस प्रॉब्लम में. सो आई वॉज एबल टू यूज द अप्रोच वेरी इजीली. बट फाइनल वर्डिक्ट क्या था मेरे इंटरव्यू का? व्हाट वाज द फाइनल वर्डिक्ट? बिकॉज आप बोलते HR राउंड का तो कुछ बताया नहीं आपने. आई वॉज नॉट सिलेक्टेड फॉर द HR राउंड. आई डोंट नो वाई. सीधा बोल रहा हूँ, शुगर कोट करना मतलब एम्पैथी लेने जैसा नहीं है. नहीं, मैं HR राउंड के लिए सिलेक्ट नहीं हुआ था क्योंकि ओरेकल इज समथिंग लाइक इफ दे लाइक द कैंडिडेट्स दे सिलेक्ट देम, ऐसा मेरा मानना है. बट देयर माइट बी सम अनदर रीजन एज बिकॉज एज आई टोल्ड यू माय फर्स्ट राउंड वाज क्वाइट लेंथी 1.5 आवर्स. सेकंड राउंड भी 40-50 उससे अराउंड 1 आवर का था. थर्ड राउंड आई गिव द अप्रोच बट आई वाज द लास्ट गाय टू वॉक आउट द इंटरव्यू. मेरा आई वाज द लास्ट गाय जिसका मतलब थर्ड टेक्निकल राउंड सबसे लास्ट में मेरा था. मेरे बाद किसी का टेक्निकल राउंड नहीं था क्योंकि मैं इतना लेट, क्योंकि मेरे को बिठाया बहुत, मतलब वो तो एक सिस्टम के हिसाब से आपका टर्न आता है. सो आई वॉज वेटिंग फॉर द क्वाइट सम टाइम. काफ़ी सारे फैक्टर्स थे बट दिस वॉज द मेन थिंग. बट HR राउंड के लिए मैं सिलेक्ट नहीं हुआ. मेरे सारे राउंड अच्छे गए थे. आई डोंट नो वाई. अभी ये तो देखो लक बहुत मैटर करता है. सो दिस देयर अनदर रीजन कैन बी, काफ़ी अच्छे कैंडिडेट्स भी थे मेरे से अच्छे. सो दिस कैन ऑल्सो बी द रीजन बट आई वॉज नॉट सिलेक्टेड फॉर द HR राउंड. एंड HR राउंड में क्या पूछा था वो भी बता देता हूँ. HR राउंड इज सी it's just a formal conversation, sometimes informal भी I would say. formal ये छोड़ो. See, it is only a conversation between you and the HR manager who is there, because वो पूछेगा कि आप कहाँ से, आपका होम टाउन क्या, आपके पेरेंट्स क्या करते हैं. one of my friend who got selected, he was asked the question that what's your favorite food, whether what destination you will be visiting after the completion of the semester in the vacation. So it is just a formal conversation. So Oracle के लिए if you are getting selected for the HR round, then there are strong chances of you getting selected. So yes, I think that's it from my side for all the interview rounds. Say some question answers क्या prepare करना है. round 1, round 2, round 3, I tried to give my best experience and जो भी मुझे पता था, जो भी मुझे याद है, अभी ऑलमोस्ट मैंने सारा कवर कर दिया है क्योंकि वीडियो की लेंथ भी ऑलमोस्ट इट्स मोर देन 30 मिनट्स. सो मैंने ऑलमोस्ट सब कवर कर दिया है क्योंकि HR में मैं गया नहीं था. पर जो भी मेरे कलीग्स को पूछा था वो मैंने आपको बता दिया कि इट्स नथिंग मोर देन अ कॉन्वर्जेशन. सो एंड आई वॉज नॉट सिलेक्टेड. सो सी दिस इज लाइफ. जो भी भगवान की मर्जी होगी वही होगा लास्ट में. तो इसमें मैं सिलेक्ट नहीं हुआ था. सो प्लीज इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चन और एनी अनदर information that you would like to know about Oracle or any other company experience that in Nirma University is coming, feel free to write in the comment section below. If you have any feedback or any another suggestion for me, I will be happy to make some changes in the video creation and all that. So please feel free to write in the comment section below. We will be meeting in the next video very soon. Till then, keep learning and keep hardworking. Thank you very much.